My name is Jane. I am 38 years old. I live in a nice house. But the house is quiet, too quiet. Every morning is the same. I wake up at 7. Makis is already gone. He leaves for work very early. I make coffee for 2, but I drink alone. I eat breakfast alone. I look at the empty chair. I clean the house every day. I buy the food. I cook the dinner. I wash the dishes. I do everything. But nobody sees me. I feel like a ghost. Sometimes I stand in the kitchen. I look at the walls. The walls do not talk. The clock ticks. Time passes. I am here. But I am alone. Makis comes home at 8. He is my husband. He is 40 years old. He is tired. Always tired. He opens the door. He kisses my head. "Hi," he says. That is all. He does not ask about my day. He does not look at my eyes. We eat dinner together, but we do not talk. The clock ticks. The TV is loud, but the silence between us is louder. I try to talk sometimes. "How was work?" I ask. "Fine," he says. "Did something happen today?" I ask. "No," he says. His eyes are on his phone. Makis is not a bad man. He does not shout. He does not hurt me. But he is not here. Not really. His body is here, but his mind is at work. I go to bed alone. He stays in his office. He works on his computer. I fall asleep. The bed is cold. One Tuesday evening, Makis comes home early. This is strange. He looks at me. "I have news," he says. "What news?" I ask. "My brother is coming," he says. Matt. He lost his job. He needs a place to stay. Just for a few weeks, I stop washing the dishes. Matt is Makis's younger brother. He is 36 years old. I met him 3 times at our wedding, at Christmas 2 years ago, at a birthday party. When? I ask. This Friday, Makis says. This Friday. That is in 3 days. Okay, I say. I always say okay, but I feel worried. Our house is already quiet. Now someone new will be here. Will it be more difficult? Will it be more strange? Makis looks happy. Good, he says. You will have company, Jane. He thinks this is good. He can work more now. He goes to his office. I stand in the kitchen. The clock ticks. That night, I cannot sleep. I think about Matt. I think about our quiet house. I think about Makis and his phone. The next day, I prepare the guest room. I change the sheets. I put fresh towels in the bathroom. I open the window. The room smells clean now. I stand in the doorway. Soon someone will sleep here. Someone will be in our house, our quiet, empty house. I do not know if this is good. I do not know if this is bad. I just know that something will change. Friday comes. I make dinner. I set 3 plates on the table. 3, not 2. The doorbell rings. Makis opens the door. Matt is here. Matt walks in. He carries 1 bag. He looks tired, but he smiles at me. "Hello, Jane," he says. "Thank you for this." "You are welcome," I say. Matt is different from Makis. He is quiet too, but he looks at things. He looks at me. His eyes see me. Makis is very happy. "Good," he says. "Now you have company, Jane." He pats Matt on the back. I can work more now. Jane will not be alone. Matt looks at Marcus. Then he looks at me. He does not say anything, but I see something in his eyes. That night, we eat dinner together. 3 people, not 2. Marcus talks about work. Matt listens. I listen too. Then Marcus gets a phone call. Sorry, he says. I need to take this. He leaves the table. He goes to his office. Matt and I sit in silence. The clock ticks. The food is very good, Matt says. Thank you, I say. We finish eating. Marcus does not come back. The next morning, I am in the kitchen. I am cutting vegetables for lunch. The knife hits the board. Chop, chop, chop. Matt comes in. Good morning, he says. Good morning, I say. Can I help? He asks. I stop cutting. I look at him. Nobody helps me in the kitchen. Nobody ever asks. Thank you, I say. My voice sounds strange. Matt washes the lettuce. I cut the tomatoes. We work together. The kitchen is not quiet now. How was your day yesterday? Matt asks. I am surprised. My day? I say. Yes. What did you do? I tell him about the garden. I tell him about the grocery store. Small things, boring things. But Matt listens. He really listens. He asks questions. He nods. He looks at my face. We make lunch together. Marcus is at work. We eat at the table, just the 2 of us. This house is very nice, Matt says. Thank you, I say. But it is very quiet, he says. I look at him. Yes, I say. It is very quiet. Matt looks sad. I know about quiet, he says. I lost my job. I sat in my apartment alone every day. Nobody called. Nobody came. I felt invisible. My heart hurts. I understand. I say, I feel invisible too. We look at each other. We both understand. The days pass. Marcus works late every night. He comes home at 9, at 10, sometimes at 11. Matt and I eat dinner together. We talk. Matt tells stories about his old job, about his friends, about a trip he took once. He is funny. He makes jokes. I laugh. I did not laugh in a long time. The sound is strange, but it feels good. Matt notices my garden. The flowers are beautiful, he says. Marcus never looks at my flowers. Matt says my cooking is delicious. Every day he says this. Marcus never says this. I start to wait for Matt in the mornings. I listen for his footsteps. When he comes to the kitchen, I feel warm, then I feel guilty. He is Marcus's brother. This is wrong. I should not feel this way, but I also feel alive. For the first time in years, I feel alive. Matt is lonely. I am lonely. We sit together. We talk. We are not alone anymore. One evening, Marcus calls at 6. I am working late, he says. Big project. Don't wait for me. Okay, I say. I always say okay. I make dinner for 2. Matt and I eat together. We talk about books, about movies, about life. You are a good person, Jane, Matt says. I look down at my plate. Thank you, I say. Marcus is lucky, he says. But Makis does not know. Makis does not see. I go to bed that night. I think about Matt. I think about his smile. I think about how he listens. This is wrong. This is dangerous. But I cannot stop. Friday comes again. The day is long. I clean the house. I water the garden. I make a shopping list. At 6, Marcus calls. I am working late, he says. Big project. Don't wait for me. Okay, I say. I always say okay. I hang up the phone. I stand in the kitchen. The house is quiet. So quiet. I feel very lonely today. More lonely than usual. I do not know why. Maybe because it is Friday. Maybe because I hoped Marcus would come home early. I clean the kitchen. I wipe the counter. I wash the dishes. I sweep the floor. Nobody sees this. Nobody cares. I feel invisible again, like a ghost. Like I do not exist. I stop sweeping. I lean against the counter. My eyes feel hot. I want to cry. Matt walks into the kitchen. He looks at me. Are you okay? He asks. His voice is soft. I shake my head. I cannot speak. He comes closer. Jane, he says. I am so tired, I say. My voice breaks. Tired of being alone. Matt stands next to me. You are not alone, he says. I am here. But you will leave soon, I say. You will find a new job. You will go. And I will be alone again. What about Marcus? Matt asks. I laugh, but it is not a happy laugh. Marcus is never here, I say. He is at work, always at work. He does not see me. He does not talk to me. I am just the person who cooks his food. Matt looks sad. That is not right, he says. I know, I say, but this is my life. We stand in silence. The clock ticks. The house is quiet around us. You deserve to be happy, Jane, Matt says. You deserve to be seen. I look at him. His eyes are kind. His face is gentle. Thank you, I whisper. He stands very close now. Very close. He looks at my eyes. I look at his. My heart beats fast. Very fast. He touches my face. His hand is warm. You are not invisible, he whispers. I see you. The world stops. Everything stops. Then he leans in, and I lean in too. Our lips touch. It is a mistake, a terrible mistake, but it happens. We kissed in the kitchen. For one moment, I forget everything. I forget Marcus. I forget right and wrong. I just feel alive. Then reality comes back. We pull away. We cannot speak. We just look at each other. I am sorry, Matt says. His face is white. Me, too, I say. I run. I run to my room. I close the door. I lean against it. My whole body shakes. My heart pounds. My hands tremble. What did I do? What did we do? I kissed my husband's brother. In our kitchen. In our house. This is wrong. So wrong. I slide down to the floor. I put my head in my hands. I hear Matt's footsteps. He walks to his room. His door closes. The house is quiet again. But now the quiet is different. Heavy, dark, full of guilt. I sit on the floor. Minutes pass. maybe hours. I do not know. I cannot take it back. The kiss happened. It is real. And now everything is broken. I hear the front door open. Makis is home. I jump up. I wipe my face. I look in the mirror. My eyes are red. My face is pale. Jane? Makis calls. I am here, I say. My voice sounds normal. How can my voice sound normal? I open the door. I walk to the living room. Makis is there. He looks tired. Hi, he says. He does not look at me. Hi, I say. He goes to the kitchen. He opens the fridge. Did you eat? He asks. Yes. I lie. Good, he says. He does not see. He does not see anything. I go back to my room. I lie on the bed. I stare at the ceiling. I kissed Matt. We kissed in the kitchen. And now nothing will ever be the same. The next day comes. I do not sleep all night. I hear every sound, every creak, every breath. Morning light comes through the window. I get up. I go to the kitchen. Matt is already there. He drinks coffee. He looks at me. Then he looks away. Good morning, I say. My voice is quiet. Good morning, he says. He does not look at me. The house is quiet again. But it is a new quiet, a heavy quiet, a guilty quiet. We do not talk. We do not look at each other. We move like strangers. Matt finishes his coffee. He goes to his room. I hear his door close. I stand alone in the kitchen. This is where we kissed. Right here. By this counter. I feel sick. The day passes slowly. I clean things that are already clean. I wash dishes twice. I need to do something. Anything. Matt stays in his room. I stay in the kitchen. We avoid each other. Evening comes. Makis comes home at 7. He walks in. He looks at his phone. Hi, he says. Hi, I say. He does not see the change. He does not see anything. He just sees his phone, his emails, his work. What is for dinner? He asks. Chicken, I say. Good, he says. I make dinner. My hands shake. I try to stop them, but I cannot. I pick up a plate. It slips. It falls. It breaks on the floor. The sound is loud. Very loud. Are you okay? Makis asks. He sounds annoyed, not worried, annoyed. I am fine, I say, but I am not fine. I clean up the pieces. My hands still shake. We eat dinner. 3 people. Nobody talks. The silence is terrible. Matt does not look at me. I do not look at him. Makis looks at his phone. After dinner, Makis goes to his office. Matt goes to his room. I stay in the kitchen. I wash the dishes. I dry them. I put them away. But I cannot stop thinking. I cannot live like this. The guilt is too heavy. I need to tell the truth. I need to tell Makis. This will destroy everything. I know this. But I cannot lie anymore. I dry my hands. I walk to Makis's office. I stand outside the door. My heart pounds. My hands shake. I knock. Yes, Makis says. I open the door. He sits at his computer. He does not look at me. Makis? We need to talk, I say. He looks up. What is it? He asks. He sounds tired. I walk in. I close the door. I stand in front of his desk. I need to tell you something, I say. He waits. He looks at me now. My voice shakes. I did something bad, something terrible. He puts down his phone. What? He asks. I take a breath. Matt and I, we kissed. The words hang in the air. Heavy, dark, true. Makis just looks at me. His face goes white. Very white. He says nothing. The silence is worse than shouting, worse than anger. Say something, I whisper. Please. He still says nothing. He just stares at me. Then he asks one word. When? Last night, I say. Friday night, in the kitchen. He stands up. His chair falls back. He does not pick it up. Where is he? Makis asks. His voice is cold, so cold. In his room, I say. Makis walks past me. He does not touch me. He does not look at me. He walks to Matt's room. I follow. I do not know why. I just follow. Makis opens the door. He does not knock. Matt is sitting on the bed. He looks up. His face goes white. Get out, Makis says. His voice is like ice. Get out of my house right now, Makis. I am sorry, Matt starts. Now, Makis says. Matt stands up. He looks at me. Then he looks at Makis. I am sorry, Matt says again. I am so sorry. Get your things, Makis says. You have 5 minutes. Matt packs his bag. We stand in silence. We watch him. He walks to the door. He stops. I am sorry, he says one more time. Makis does not answer. Matt leaves. The front door closes. He is gone. Makis walks to our bedroom. I follow him. Makis, please, I start. He closes the door. In my face. I hear the lock click. I stand in the hall. Alone. I lean against the wall. Tears come now. They fall down my face. I cannot stop them. I go to the living room. I lie on the sofa. I pull a blanket over me. The house is broken. Our marriage is broken. Everything is broken. And it is my fault. I close my eyes, but I do not sleep. I just lie there. In the dark. In the quiet. In the broken house. The next morning, I wake up on the sofa. My neck hurts. My eyes hurt. Everything hurts. I hear footsteps. Makis walks past me. He does not look at me. He goes to the kitchen. He makes coffee. He leaves for work. He does not say goodbye. I lie on the sofa. I stare at the ceiling. The house is quiet. Matt is gone. Makis does not talk to me. I am alone again. But this time, it is worse, much worse. The days pass. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Makis sleeps in the guest room now, the room where Matt slept. He leaves early every morning. He comes home late every night. We do not talk. We do not look at each other. We are strangers now. I make dinner every night. I set 2 plates on the table. I wait. Makis comes home. He looks at the food. He does not eat it. He goes to his room. I sit alone at the table. The food gets cold. I throw it away. I am sorry, I say to his closed door. He does not answer. Every day is the same. I clean the house. I cook the food. I say, I am sorry. He does not answer. He never answers. 1 week passes, then 2 weeks, then 3. I feel like I am dying, slowly. Every day, a little more. I destroyed everything. Our marriage, our home, our life. This is my fault, all my fault. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep. I lose weight. My clothes are loose now. Sometimes I stand in the kitchen, the place where we kissed. I hate this kitchen now. I think about Matt. Where is he? Is he okay? I do not know. I think about Makus. He is here, but he is not here. He is a ghost now, just like me. 4 weeks pass, a whole month, the longest month of my life. One night, I am washing dishes. My hands move, but my mind is far away. I hear footsteps. Makis walks into the kitchen. He never comes to the kitchen at night. I stop washing. I wait. He sits at the table. He does not speak. I keep washing dishes. My hands shake. The water is hot, too hot. Why? He asks. I turn around. I look at him. What? I whisper. Why did you do it? He asks. His voice is quiet, sad. I turn off the water. I dry my hands. I sit down across from him. I take a deep breath. I was lonely, I say. My voice breaks. You were never here. I felt invisible. He looks at the table. So you kissed my brother, he says. Yes, I say. I did. It was wrong. So wrong. I know that. He is quiet for a long time. Then he speaks. I left you alone, he says. Every day. Every night. I chose work, not you. I look at him. Tears fall down my face. You kissed my brother, he says again. That was wrong. But I left you alone. I did that. I was not a good husband. I was just a man at work. Make us I start. He holds up his hand. Let me finish, he says. I came home late. I looked at my phone. I never asked about your day. I never saw you. Not really, but I still kissed him, I say. I made that choice. Yes, he says. You did. We sit in silence. The clock ticks. The house is quiet around us. I hate what you did, Makis says. It hurts. Every day. It hurts so much. I know, I whisper. I am so sorry, but I also hate what I did, he says. I left you alone. For years, I forgot about you. About us. He looks at his hands. They shake a little. We are both broken, he says. Our marriage is broken. Yes, I say. Fresh tears fall. It is broken. He looks at me now. Really looks at me. For the first time in weeks. What do we do now? I ask. Do we end this? The question hangs in the air. Heavy, dark, real. Makis is quiet. He thinks. Minutes pass. Then he speaks. I don't know, he says. I am so angry. I am so hurt. Part of me wants to leave, to walk away, to never see you again. My heart breaks. Again. More. But, he says. He stops. He takes a breath. But maybe, We can try to fix it, both of us. I look up. What? I whisper. Maybe we can try. He says, it will be hard, so hard. But maybe we can fix what we broke together. Do you really think so? I ask. Hope hurts. It hurts more than sadness. I don't know, he says, but I want to try. Do you? I nod. I cannot speak. I just nod. I cannot promise anything, he says. I am still angry. I still hurt. This will take time. I understand, I say. But I loved you once, he says. Maybe I still love you. I don't know, but I want to find out. Tears fall down my face. Different tears. Now. Not just sad tears. Hope tears. Thank you, I whisper. Don't thank me yet, he says. This will be hard. Very hard. I know, I say. He stands up. He walks to the door. Then he stops. He turns around. Tomorrow, he says. Tomorrow we start. Small steps, I repeat. He goes to the guest room. The door closes, but this time the close is softer. I sit at the table. I put my head in my hands. We are broken, but maybe we can heal. Maybe. It is not much. But it is something. It is hope. I go to the sofa. I lie down. I close my eyes. Tomorrow we start. Small steps. For the first time in weeks, I sleep. The next morning comes. I wake up early. I make coffee. 2 cups. Marcus comes to the kitchen. He sees the coffee. Thank you, he says. You are welcome, I say. We drink our coffee. We do not talk much, but we are in the same room. That is something. That evening, we eat dinner together. No TV, no phones, just us. It is hard. The silence is still there. Heavy, awkward. But we try. The chicken is good. Marcus says, thank you, I say. Small words, simple words, but they mean something. The next day, Marcus comes home at 6. Not at 8, not at 10. At 6. You are home early, I say. Yes, he says. I left work early. He sits at the table. I make tea. I give him a cup. How was your day? He asks. I stop. I look at him. He asked about my day. He really asked. It was okay, I say. I worked in the garden. The roses are growing. He listens. He really listens. He looks at my face, not at his phone. That is good, he says. I like the roses. It feels new. It feels strange, but it feels good. Days pass. Then weeks. We talk more. Small talks, simple talks. Makis comes home earlier now. We eat dinner together. We wash dishes together. Sometimes we talk. Sometimes we sit in silence. But it is a different silence now. Not angry, not cold, just quiet. One night, I tell him about a bird I saw, a blue bird. Very beautiful. He smiles. I want to see it too, he says. The next morning, we sit in the garden. We drink coffee. We wait for the bird. It comes. The blue bird. It sits on a branch. It sings. We watch it together. We do not talk. We just watch. Marcus takes my hand. I look at him. He looks at me. I am glad we are trying, he says. Me too, I say. 2 months pass. Life is better. Not perfect, but better. We still have bad days. Days when the silence is heavy. Days when Makis looks at me and I see the hurt in his eyes. But we also have good days. Days when we laugh. Days when we hold hands. One Saturday morning, Makis sits at the table. He drinks his coffee. He looks serious. I need to see Matt, he says. My heart stops. What? I say, I need to talk to him. Makis says, he is my brother. I need to forgive him. I nod. I understand. Okay, I say. Makis leaves. He is gone for 3 hours. I wait. I clean the house. I make lunch. I wait more. Finally, he comes home. He looks tired, but he also looks peaceful. How was it? I ask. Hard, he says. He sits down. It was very hard. What happened? I ask. We talked, he says. He said sorry. Many times. He cried. I wait. I do not speak. I was angry, Maku says. So angry. But he is my brother. We grew up together. We shared everything. I cannot lose him forever. So what did you say? I ask. I said I forgive him, Makis says. It is hard, but I forgive him, and I forgive you too. Tears fall down my face. Thank you, I whisper. We can all heal now, he says. Together, 3 months later, Matt comes for dinner. He stands at the door. He looks scared. Come in, Makis says. Matt walks in. He looks at me. Hello, Jane, he says. Hello, Matt, I say. We eat dinner. 3 people again. It is awkward. Very awkward. Nobody knows what to say. But we are trying, all of us. We are trying to heal. Matt leaves at 9. Thank you, he says, for this, for giving me a chance. You are our family, Makis says. We forgive you. Matt's eyes are wet. He nods. He leaves. Makis and I stand in the kitchen, the place where everything broke. But now it feels different. We did it, I say. We are healing. Makis takes my hand. He looks at my eyes. I see you, Jane, he says. I promise. I will always see you now. I smile. A real smile. I see you too, I say. He pulls me close. He holds me. I hold him. I love you, he whispers. I love you too, I say. Our house is not empty anymore. It is not quiet anymore. It is full, full of pain, full of mistakes, full of forgiveness, but also full of love, a new love, a stronger love. We broke, but we healed together, and that is enough.